Welcome World Decoders. Gaza in 2025 is a humanitarian catastrophe of epic proportions. Over 12 million displaced, famine killing children, and relentless conflict tearing the region apart. But is this just war's collateral damage, or a calculated crisis masking ulterior motives? From starvation to stalled peace talks, ex-posts and UN reports paint a grim picture, yet some claim resource grabs and US agendas are at play. Today, we'll dive into the data, question the narratives, and uncover the truth. Stick with us, because what's unfolding in Gaza might shake your view of global politics. Imagine a place where 81% of people can't eat enough to survive. That's Gaza today. But how did it get this bad, and who's suffering most? Let's start with the numbers. Key point 1. Catastrophic displacement and famine. The International Crisis Group and UN reports estimate 12 million displaced across the region, with Gaza's 2.1 million residents, 90% displaced, facing unprecedented hunger. The UN's July 2025 update says 81% of households have poor food consumption, up from 33% in April, and 24% face severe hunger, crossing famine thresholds. The World Health Organization notes 154 malnutrition deaths since October 2023, including 89 children, with 63 in July alone. Acute malnutrition in Gaza City hit 16.5%, and Khan Yunis saw a 70% rise. 1 in 3 Gazans goes days without food, and 20,000 children needed malnutrition treatment by mid-2025. This isn't just hunger, it's a collapse of survival, driven by a blockade that has cut aid to 28 trucks daily from 500 before 2023. Is this deliberate starvation, as some ex-posts claim, or an unintended consequence of war? But what's keeping Gaza on the brink? The war between Israel and Hamas is escalating, and civilians are caught in the crossfire. Is this just a fight against terrorism or something deeper? Let's dig in. Key point 2. Escalating conflict and civilian toll. The conflict, sparked by Hamas's October 2023 attacks killing 1,250 Israelis, has raged for nearly 2 years. By July 2025, Gaza's Ministry of Health reports over 60,000 Palestinian deaths and 140,000 injuries, with 9,000 killed since March alone. Israeli airstrikes hit densely populated areas, with 1,239 civilians killed seeking food since May, per UN data. Hamas, designated a terrorist group by the US, continues rocket attacks and guerrilla tactics, prolonging the war. Ex-posts highlight Israeli evacuation orders, shrinking safe zones to 12% of Gaza's territory, forcing 762,500 displacements since March. Infrastructure is decimated. 70% of Gaza's buildings, including hospitals and schools, are destroyed. Some ex-users claim Israel's targeting civilian hubs, like UNRWA shelters, is systematic, while others argue Hamas uses civilians as shields. Who's driving this endless war, and why does it keep getting worse? Here's where it gets murky. Are peace deals meant to save Gaza, or hide bigger agendas? X-theories suggest something's off. Let's explore. Key point 3. Peace deals and resource grab theories. Ceasefire talks, like the French Saudi initiative in 2025, have stalled since March, with Israel citing security and Hamas demanding a full withdrawal. Ex-posts speculate these peace deals mask ulterior motives, like control over Gaza's offshore gas fields, estimated at 1 trillion cubic feet by UNCTAD. Some claim US and Israeli interests are delaying peace to secure resource rights, pointing to historical US backing of Israel's $4 billion annual aid. Others argue Egypt and Qatar's mediation benefits their own gas markets. Experts warn Israel's proposed humanitarian city near Egypt resembles a concentration camp, potentially forcing Palestinians out for land grabs. But is this about resources, or just political leverage? The truth lies in who profits from Gaza's suffering. If peace is failing, why isn't aid getting through? And is the US quietly steering this crisis? The answer might shock you. Stay tuned. Key point for aid: blockades and US involvement. UN reports show aid meets only 20% of Gaza's needs, with a near-total blockade since March 2025, stopping food, water, and medicine. Of 92 aid movements in July, only 47% were facilitated, with 16% denied and 26% impeded. Paroka, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, backed by the US and Israel, claims 89 million meals distributed. But UN agencies criticize its militarized sites as unsafe, with 70% of 1,000 food queue deaths there. Ex-posts question US motives, noting President Trump's claim of sending a lot of food while supporting Israel's blockade. The US's $3.8 billion military aid to Israel in 2024 fuels debate. Is America enabling starvation to maintain regional dominance, or just balancing ally support with humanitarian gestures? The blockade's impact: 39% of illnesses from waterborne diseases, shows aid isn't enough. With Gaza starving and burning, can diplomacy save millions, or is it too late? The stakes couldn't be higher. Let's see what's possible. Key point 5. Diplomatic failures and conflict dynamics. Diplomatic efforts are crumbling. The UN, France, and the UK push for a ceasefire, but Israel's security demands and Hamas's refusal to release hostages stall progress. UN experts call Israel's actions genocide, citing blockade and civilian deaths, while Israel blames Hamas for looting aid trucks. 73 entered in July. Many intercepted. The UN's $4 billion 2025 appeal is only 21% funded, leaving 71,000 children and 17,000 mothers without malnutrition treatment. Ex-posts fear a US-Israeli agenda to weaken Palestine long-term, while others see Hamas's tactics prolonging suffering. Both sides intransigence, plus donor fatigue. Risks famine for 470,000 in IPC Phase 5. Is diplomacy dead, or can global pressure force a breakthrough? What happens if this crisis spirals further? Famine, war, or forced exodus? Gaza's future hangs in the balance. Let's look ahead. Key point 6. Future risks and solutions. By 2030, Gaza faces grim scenarios. Famine could kill tens of thousands, with IPC predicting 500,000 in catastrophic hunger by September 2025 if aid doesn't scale up. Continued conflict risks regional spillover, with Egypt and the West Bank under pressure from refugees. Solutions include an immediate ceasefire, opening all crossings, and restoring Gaza's agriculture, now collapsed, with wheat prices up 5,600%. Addressing root causes, like US-Israel aid dynamics and Hamas's militancy, could stabilize the region, but ex-posts doubt global will, citing $116,000 metric tons of aid stuck at borders. A two-state solution, pushed at the 2025 UN conference, remains elusive. Is Gaza suffering a pawn in a larger game, or can humanity prevail? World Decoders. Gaza's 2025 crisis is a moral test for the world. With 12 million displaced, famine killing children, and peace talks faltering, the data screams catastrophe. But are resource grabs, US agendas, or endless war really behind this? The truth lies in questioning who benefits from Gaza's pain. What do you think? Is this a humanitarian tragedy or a geopolitical plot? Drop your thoughts below, share this video to spark debate, and subscribe to the World Decoded for more hard-hitting truths. Gaza's future is on the line. Let's keep decoding together.